What's up, everyone? I'm uThermal, and today I'm going to be announcing my new Terran X2GM series. Yesterday, we announced Ling Infestor to Grandmaster, which I'm very excited for, but I also wanted to do some Terran series, my OG race, of course. So today, we're going to be starting Raven Widowmine to Grandmaster. We had Raven Hellion before. Raven Widowmine is a composition that so many of you have asked for. The Raven has been changed. The Widowmine was tweaked a little bit. Very interesting to see what we're going to be able to do with this composition. Let's begin. First game of the series is going to be against Bob Nelson, a Diamond Protoss player. Hey, he has basically the same banner as I have a portrait. That's pretty cool. Now, what am I gonna do? I mean, as always, guys, the beginning of a series is where we experiment. If you guys have ideas for a particular strategy, this is the time to let me know. And also, one thing, guys, I have decided to do a Terran and Zerg series right now simultaneously. If there are a lot of Protoss series enjoyers out there, you know, this is your time to let me know, because if it's overwhelming enough, maybe I'll also start a Protoss one. But for now, I'm just going to be doing the Terran and Zerg one, and in this game especially, we have to focus on what we're going to do here. So, the problem with Raven Widowmine, at a first glance, is that you don't really have any direct battle units. Widowmines only shoot once every 30 or 40 seconds, not quite sure what it is actually. And Ravens used to have a pretty strong auto turret. Now it has a pretty weak auto turret, like it was significantly nerfed, which is going to make it a lot more difficult. I can already foresee us having a lot of trouble going up against 4-gate blink attacks and stuff. But there's always ways around it. You can always attack faster, you know, maybe play a little extra defensive by getting an earlier planetary. There's always different kind of solutions to things. This is pretty funny to do against a Terran. I can just lower the depot. This could be a cannon rush here, so just in case, I'm going to send another worker. Let's see if our friend Bob here is actually going to go for a cannon rush. Going to patrol this worker over here. That's usually all you have to do against a cannon rush. He lets the pylon finish, so it does kind of look like it is going to be one. I'm going to send a couple workers already. He tried to make the cannon, but it didn't work the first time. I'm going to let that SCV chase that bad boy. And then, oh yeah, just before I'm getting a little bit distracted by the cannon rush, but just before I forget, this challenge is going to have the standard rules. I'm still used to looking to the left side for my camera, but it's going to have the standard rules of my X2GM series, with Terran, which means that, oh, I can probably kill that now. Yeah, I did get it. Which means that I'm going to be allowed to make 1 Reaper and 5 Marines, I believe. And also Medivacs as support unit. So I can use... I'm actually surprised he's still going, by the way. Not even kidding. This is also not really going to do anything anymore at this point. But I'm going to be allowed to make 1 Reaper, 5 Marines. Those are just to make sure I don't die to 1 Adept, 4 Zerglings, whatever, right? 1 Reaper could also be the case. And I'm going to be allowed to use Medivacs as a support unit to drop Widowmines in this case. I mean, I guess I can scout with it, right? Besides that, I can't imagine it having any other purpose. Now, it does usually take us... Oh, I thought those were A moves on the pylons. A little bit of a mistake. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so it usually takes us about 2 to 3 episodes to get in Master, so I like to give myself an additional handicap until we get to Master League, which in this case is going to be the same as I've done with my previous Terran challenges, which is just that I'm not allowed to torture my opponent with the Reaper, because if I would attack them with the Reaper, I would kill like 6 pros every time. Because Reapers are very annoying to deal with. Even I hate playing against Reapers, and I'm the Reaper man. so that is one thing I'm not going to be doing until we get to that Master League MMR, at least. I will use my Reaper to scout around a little bit, of course. I have this bunker, which was actually completely unnecessary in the end. Let's see if we can find something around my base. I guess most of the time you play against the cannon rush, what you have to be afraid of is... honestly, if you guys have laddered, you'll probably know the drill. You know, Skytals, DTs, like a fast expansion behind cannons, just stuff like that, you know. Oh, I really do need another... Oh, that's a little bit of a mistake. Guess I'll go for a Tech Lab instead then. Try and get Ravens out faster. And then after this Marine, I'll make a reactor so I can get Widowmines. I'm not quite sure yet what the composition is going to look like. I feel like Raven Widowmine either is going to be like a lot of early harassment, kill like an absolute ton of workers, and then later on, you know, you have, you know, the macro follow-up, or you go really passive and go, oh, this guy is definitely doing something a little sus. Or you go really passive, make a lot of planetaries, and win with Mass Raven later. So it was a cannon at the home. Wait, can this Reaper escape? Oh my god, I thought this Reaper was dead for sure. Is it actually going to escape? That's brutal. Now, he's going to go for a Stargate, which is pretty tough for me. Now, good for me is that I'm allowed to make Widowmines instead of Hellions, like in the Raven Hellion to GM series. But he's definitely playing a little cheesy. I'm pretty sure you can make a Widowmine drop happen. Even against a cannon. I think if there's more units than just the cannon, I'm not 100% sure, but against just the cannon, I'm pretty sure you can drop them. And at least one of them is going to fire, I believe. Let's wait. Oh, he recall. He has a hidden expansion, right? I'm pretty sure. Wait, I could probably save both of these, actually. This looks like a hidden expansion to me because his mineral line was not fully saturated. So it is probably in either corner of the map. I guess I'll send my Raven out to the top side. And then... yeah, I don't even have to really use these Widow Mines yet. He was producing an Oracle, so I guess I'll keep the first set of Widow Mines here. Or the second set of Widow Mines, I guess, at home. In case he flies the Oracle into my mineral line. Now, let's see if we can find a hidden expansion of his. There we go. We have found it already. And this is going to be pretty annoying for him to deal with. I'm going to make sure to target the right probes. I'm going to wait for a little bit so I can get a bigger hit. Exactly, that was 3. That was quite nice. I'll get an armory as well. Probably can make the third base on location because we are definitely ahead here. Not quite sure what I want to do with my Ravens right now. Ravens are a little scary to move out on the map with against Phoenixes, but he was making an Oracle there in the Stargate. That one is going to die to the Widow Mine in 2 seconds. 1, 2. There you go. Yeah, I mean, the path was just perfect there. But I can't drop auto turrets here yet. I would love to harass with the Ravens. Oh, I actually killed something. I would love to harass with the Ravens, but the thing is, the one cannon is going to be 2 auto turrets, so maybe I'll wait for a third one. Actually... maybe it could be a good time to test that out. Two auto turrets could potentially kill a cannon. I would say it doesn't, but it potentially could. Now, there's no Raven upgrade anymore, or there's no Raven energy upgrade, I should say. You can still get the interference matrix upgrade. He still hasn't killed these, which just surprised me a little bit. I kind of thought he would go for that by now. Now, this build so far, it has looked, I would say, all right. I mean, it's always going to be a little scuffed after getting cannon rush, right? Because I'll just send this Reaper around the map to get a little bit of scouting done. Maybe I can use these 5 Marines from the early game to just take down that Nexus, because Widow Mines are not going to shoot. Oh, I should definitely be getting my air armor upgrades, by the way. It's not something I thought about before, but air armor is like the only upgrade that's really going to have an impact here. Oh, he went for Phoenixes. Oh, no. He only made 1 Oracle, and then it was Phoenixes are so good against Ravens. It's disgusting. Like, actually, it's insane. I am lucky that he didn't chase, because he would have killed all of them. That means that I'm going to have a good spread of Widow Mines, as well as a bunch of turrets, probably. Good reaction by him. Actually, very fast. I have to compliment him on that one. I can't get away with these units, so I'm just going to make sure to use my attention properly and not focus back there. Resaturate my mineral line because, you know, with the Phoenixes being able to lift and chase the medevacs and all that, there's no point. Always... probably the best thing you can do in StarCraft is to just spend your attention properly. It's really nice to look at Widow Mines and stuff, but most of the time it's better not to. I usually try to look at it just for you guys, because I know you guys would enjoy the explosions and stuff, right? Because it just looks awesome. I mean, how satisfying it is to see freaking Widow Mine go up in the Protoss mineral line and just blowing up 7 probes, or sometimes even more. I wonder what the record on that is actually. A record that 1 Widow Mine has killed in like an actual game. Like, not like a stage, like custom lobby, but in an actual game. I wonder what the record on that's going to be. That Nexus survived for a very freaking long time, by the way. Like, that was actually surprising. That pro probably went to make a pylon. So now we know he's most likely going to have vision down there. I could have checked, but I don't really want to give away that I have these 2 Widow Mines chilling here. Oh, wait, I forgot about this. This is going to be a cool strategy. So what I can do... you know, this sounds absurd, but I feel like going for some kind of a push with a planetary could actually be a decent idea. If you guys watched my video where I just played Mass Widow Mine against GMs, the planetary push at the end was actually very strong, and making turrets is also good. Oh, this can be so painful for him. If he's going to come back with the Stalkers through the Widow Mines, that's going to hurt so bad. Oh, no, it's actually going to hurt very bad. I need to make sure that... oh, wait, he actually lost every single Stalker pretty much. Oh, well, I was talking about looking at explosions, but instead I was focusing not losing my Ravens to these Phoenixes. Right now, the Ravens look like they're countering the Phoenixes because the Phoenixes have not been able to get through these auto turrets. Widow Mines are going to kill absolutely everything there. And then now, that's why I brought these SCVs in the first place, by the way, if you guys were curious, is so I can build a bunch of turrets over here. I guess I can... oh, I'm making Hellions on accident. Did I make more? I think... oh, I did have one. Guess I'll have to punish it. Death by SCV, which is a very slow and painful death. He's lifting my SCVs. I hope he doesn't kill that. Please don't kill that. Oh, no. Oh, I had another one. For some reason, it looked to me like that was the last one left. So here we go. I'm going to be able to take these down. I don't think he has another base. And I feel like this should be it pretty shortly. I can probably kill a couple of the cannons before they go up. I think that'd be quite nice. Here we go. I'll get 2 up, get a couple more turrets down here. If I can kill this cannon, then we have, you know, control of the main entirely, which is exactly what we need. So, 2 turrets actually do kind of destroy a cannon. All right, so I feel like that was the experiment that we needed, right? It looked like those two auto turrets actually pretty much destroyed that cannon. So he did lose his stalkers, and GG is going to be called, and that was the first game. Now, when it came to Ling Infestor to Grandmaster in the first game, I could already tell that it was going to be a very difficult challenge. We did win the game, but it looked very, very, very tough. Here, I mean, it looked pretty strong, but it's really hard to tell because of the cannon rush. Like, if I can show you guys this real quick, okay? If you go back here, look at the supply already. It's 32 against 46 supply. Protoss is typically up by 8 workers, and he's down by 6, and he has less tech than me. So this game was completely over at this moment, which kind of shows that in any case, whether it's weak or strong, it's going to be very hard to finish players, which I guess I did expect already. So maybe we could go for a little bit more of an economic approach from now on. But that was just a warm-up game. Let's keep it going. Game number 2 is against a Terran player called King. All right, Widow Mines against Terran, guys. That is going to be a little scary. The Raven, definitely a pretty good unit against Terran. The Widow Mines, however, I'm not 100% sure about it. I think... I mean, there are some builds that I can use that have like early Widow Mines that could be nice. So most of the Terrans these days play Cyclones in TVT, or not necessarily as like a macro build, but more like as an opener. They make somewhere between, I want to say like 2 and 10 Cyclones, and then they go either into Bio or Mech. Bio more popular, but I guess that kind of varies from server to server and even MMR to MMR, right? But early Widow Mines, they do one-shot Cyclones, so technically that could be a pretty good defense, but I really think the Ravens are going to have to do most of the work. Yeah, I didn't even consider how hard this challenge was going to be in TVT, to be honest, but I don't know. Can I do anything against mass Cyclones? I mean, I feel like I've made crazier stuff work. If I think about it, I've also made a Battlecruiser Widow Mine work against like mass Cyclones. I remember having some freaking crazy games where I got blind countered and it's still working out for us, so what do I know? I guess we'll find out. Now, I do want to go for a proxy starper this game. That was my initial idea. I used to do a build in TVT that was... I guess it was semi-popular at some point, maybe like 2018 or so. And then it completely fell out of fashion, which is to go for a 1-1-1 of a very fast first gas and second gas. And then you just rally Reapers and Hellions across the map. You build a starport over here and you send the Liberator into the base. And why the build was so good is because the Liberator arrived at a time when the Terran didn't have enough units to defend both the front and the Liberator. That's what made it strong. And I guess I'm kind of just going to do that build with Ravens instead and just drop like infinite amount of auto turrets. As you know, Ravens gain energy. Oh, it looks like we're being cheesed actually. Okay, that is quite interesting. I'm not allowed to make more than 1 Reaper, so that's going to make this a little complicated. I think I'm going to have to make at least 1 bunker. Where do I want to build the bunker though? I guess I'm going to build it here for now. Seems like a decent enough spot. Yeah, this is going to end up being a little scary. You know what? I'm going to stop mining gas for the most part, because otherwise I'm just going to bank so much gas I'll never be able to spend it anyway. Now, this could still be a bunch of different things, right? Oh, it's actually Marines. Okay, that is, I want to say, most definitely the weakest proxy that he could have done, so I'm actually pretty happy with this. Especially because I have the bunker in the right location already. As you can see, Marines don't even really do that well against the SCVs. Like, that's already 2 Marines down, and the bunker is finished, and that is a really good start. Now, I'm still only allowed to make, you know, the 5 Marines and the Widow Mines and the Ravens. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. Guys, I always say this. I've said it a million times throughout my videos, and I'm going to say it again. This cheese is just horrible against Terran. I know some of you are going to win with it. Some of you are like, I don't want to play TVT. I'm just going to do this. But this cheese honestly just sucks. This is all you have to do. Literally all of it. I don't even exaggerate. This is literally all you have to do to defend it. You get a bunker up. So you pull some SCVs. Make sure you don't, you know, lose all of your units before the bunker is up, which is the hardest part. I mean, sometimes you're going to miss micro the Reaper, sure. But here the bunker's finished. The game ends. I was going to build a starport here, make Ravens. But if you look at the supply and the gas count, it already didn't even matter. You don't even have an orbital with this. I guess it's pretty cool for you guys to see how easily you can defend certain cheeses that you might have lost against in the past. For us, a funny game in between. Let's go to game number 3. Game number 3 is going to be against Jaguari, a Grandmaster. I'm so used to playing against GMs at this point. A Diamond Protoss player. Here we go. Team 1 Phoenix. Now, it did take a long time to load into the game, so I'm kind of worried that his PC is half on fire, and this might take a year or so. As you can see, he hasn't even loaded a little bit, so I guess I'll either see you guys in a couple hours, or for you guys, hopefully in a couple seconds, or he's going to drop from the game and we'll just go to the next one. All right, here we go. Seems like he did load in. Only took him about 40 seconds or so, which is really not that bad, to be honest. Now, let's see. The first game we played against the Protoss, it kind of ended at the start, really, right? We got cannon rushed, and we just ran a couple Widow Mines to the side of the map. He didn't have enough stuff. Actually, I had a cool build in mind that I wanted to try out. The biggest problem, or the biggest constraint I have with cool Widow Mine builds is that I also need enough gas to make Ravens after, because otherwise I just don't have any fighting power, right? So what I was gonna do is go for like a one-base drilling claw mine drop, which is never really done. The builds that you guys sometimes see that you might confuse that with is that sometimes Terrans will go for a one-base mine drop, and they'll make an armory so the mine gets its invisibility. But I even want to go, you know, a step beyond and upgrade drilling claws, which makes them burrow and shoot away faster, and they're obviously invisible too because you need the armory for it. So that's a build I wanted to do. I have no idea if I can transition to Widow Mines after that. I also want to play at least one game with like mass Ravens in this episode, which is either going to be this game or the next one, right? But I think I would rather play mass Ravens against a Terran or a Zerg player. I think both will be fine, to be honest. Terran or a Zerg player. And against Protoss, I think the Widow Mines are definitely going to be way more proficient than the Ravens. So I guess we're going to see. Knowing me, I might make mass Ravens anyway, because I always love embracing the challenge as much as I can in the weirdest ways possible. I mean, in the Ling Infestor episode, I lost the game in the first episode, which hasn't happened forever, just because I was trying to make 50 Infestors and knurling like every single Zealot, which was admittedly not my smartest move ever, probably. But I mean, I did enjoy it, and that's what matters the most, to be honest. So I'm gonna make another depot here. It always feels a little pricey to make stuff, and especially to scout when you're playing gas versus double gas. Like, as you can see, my money is really not that crazy, and I still have to make an armory and a starport, and a tech lab, and drilling claws. I guess this Reaper is going to be pretty important at keeping my opponent distracted. I do want to stick to my rules and not, you know, destroy him with one Reaper. He's sending a Zealot across the map, which is, I want to say, quite fortunate for me. That is a build that is normally pretty scary. But since I am playing, you know, one base, there's nothing really to kill. Wait, a second Zealot as well, huh? Maybe I should just make a Widow Mine instantly. So far, the people on the Nay have been very, very cheesy. Like, incredibly cheesy. So that's something that's pretty... Wait, I need an armory first, of course. Let's make sure to not lose this freaking... Dude, the speed zones actually make it scary to kite those things. Look at that. If they charge at you, it just feels like they you know, like a freaking light speed coming at you from downtown. There's another Zealot that was hidden over there. Guess I'll just go for the tech lab now. I want to... Did I make a tech lab? Yeah, I did. I want to keep making Widow Mines. Maybe I can... No, he's not going to come back home. I just wanted to distract him. He doesn't notice, but I'm not allowed to own him with this Reaper as per my own rules. So I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. I want to guess that this is going to be like a Void Ray proxy or something. So that's really on the scary side, guys, because I'm going to need my Widow Mines to fire. I also need to hope the Zealot doesn't arrive here before the freaking factory... Well, actually, it's going to be pretty close, no? I mean, it's going to die anyway. There we go. Wait, it was actually a bait. It was a 500 IQ bait, guys. He tried to get it. Wait, I have another Widow Mine. I still think there's a Void Ray gonna come from there, most likely. That's what I'm scared of. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't be making this bunker here and be panicking. If there was an expansion behind this, I think I would feel completely comfortable. But right now, I really don't. It could also be something like DTs or something. Like, maybe something, just something out of the ordinary, I guess. It really could be anything. Could even be a robo. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the robo. We found it. I'm going to kill this probe so he can't reinforce. So we have to beat that with Widow Mines. Okay, well, this is going to be quite the challenge. I think I'm going to add a couple more bunkers just so I can kind of fall back slowly. The thing is, guys, I am going to kill his stuff slowly but surely. Okay, wait. Oh, my God. Wait, it's going to lose that. You have to put that immortal back, my friend. No. Oh, that actually hurt my soul. I can't believe he lost the immortal. That's the whole point of the Robo build, guys. You never lose the immortals, but he lost it instantly. And very often, people do this with... Oh, that killed 2 units? What the hell? Widow Mines are pretty good, aren't they? Very often, they'll make 2 Robos, and they have like a lot of immortals plus a Prism. He only had 1, so losing that instantly really freaking hurt. He's gonna lose another Stalker to the bunker, and this is slowly turning from a very promising game for him to something a little bit disastrous. It do have an SCV in here that's really not supposed to be there. Because these Widow Mines are just gonna kill all of his stuff forever. I just accidentally hold position my SCVs because there were freaking Marines in my middle. Let's see if I can get perfect target fire. I think I got it. Yeah, oh, 3 big... Actually, I don't even need to unburrow those. 3 big clump dying. I did lose my freaking factory because I was so focused on the explosions. That's what I was talking about, by the way, guys. The explosions. I also want to show it to you guys, but then instead I lost my freaking factory. Also, my Marines were in my mineral line for some reason. I was gonna have to kill this with 1 freaking immortal only, which is just not that much firepower. Technically, he could have another one, but I mean, he's gonna lose all these probes forever, right? Wait, I think... Oh, that was close. Maybe I can chase him. Watch. I'm on the chase, guys. I'm on the chase. I don't know where the probes went. Oh, no, he's not... No way he's gonna pay attention to this, right? There we go. Okay, he's gonna lose that big club. I just wanted to make sure... Oh! Okay, guys. I know I've been talking about looking at explosions. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna kill literally every single probe. I thought, you know, a couple of those were gonna survive, but everything is gone. And now, I just saw him use the recall, which was probably an observer, but that means he can't recall this army, and he doesn't have a prism, so he's just completely out of position here. I'm actually gonna salvage his bunkers, because I don't think I'm gonna need them much more. And I mean, do I even have to go back with these Widow Mines? I know he recalled an observer, but you still need units to... you know, to kill the Widow Mines, which I really don't think he has. Does he have anything? I would actually be kind of surprised if he has anything at all, to be honest. He's making 1 probe. Yeah, there's 1 probe right there. Might even kill the Observer with the splash damage of the thing. I don't even know. Oh, the Observer's right there. Look, he's just gonna lose his probes forever. He doesn't have anything left, guys. And even though this was an incredibly messy game, with a very... unpromising build order. That's not a word, but you guys know what I mean. A very rough looking build order for us. Everything just went wrong for him, and we're still gonna do it here against, what was his name again? Against Jaguari, exactly. Wait, wait, he does have a couple more years than I thought. Wait, how far does that Observer see? I thought the Observer would be like right... Oh, it was actually right there. Okay, guys, just because I was talking about it, we're gonna go back and look at it, okay? I don't want to deprive you guys of that Widow Mine shot right here. I actually can't believe I killed every single one. Look at this. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Look at this, guys. He was trying to pull the worker away just to, you know, only get the Widow Mine to shoot 1 probe. Little did he know I already targeted, but then he also made the mistake to pull them back, and every single probe dies. I think he only made it worse, and at this point, yeah, he also have a lot of money. 380, 205 resources, not bad, but he had no probes left at all. This was a disaster for him. A great-looking build, a tough-looking build for us, but we made it happen, and that's what I'm talking about. Let's go to game number 4. Game 4 is against Ant, another Protoss player. All right, I guess this is a... Well, we played 1 Terran, right? Yeah, we played 1 Terran, but the game was kind of disappointing because the guy proxy 4x us and died to a bunker. So this is basically the 3rd game. 3rd Protoss of the day. Now, I would like to try that build again. It's been... I have to admit, it's been pretty hard to try out builds so far in my new series, Ling Infestor, Raven Widow Mine, just because we're getting cheesed very viciously. People really like their 1-base stuff, and it's not really allowing my builds to come to fruition just yet. But I guess that's usually what I have on the NA server, right? The NA server is pretty cheese heavy, so I suppose if I want to get Grandmaster here, I will have to beat, you know, better and better cheeses over time. Now, I didn't really like the strategy that I did last game. I couldn't really tell. Like, I don't think I would have had enough gas as much as I would want to really make it a good build for this series, because I need Ravens in the follow-up. But it did feel pretty cool. I'm even considering like doing like a fake proxy or something, like proxying it here and making like a couple of, you know, drilling claw Widow Mines from there. I think it could be very, very cool. But I guess to do that, I would also have to proxy the barracks. The point of a fake proxy is that you want to make it look as suspicious as possible, right? So a barracks being here, I wouldn't even be surprised if a probe comes to scout and then leaves before ever seeing a factory. So... yeah, I think it would probably be smarter if I do that another game when I really proxy everything. We can keep that for the next episode, you know, at the same time as I read your guys' list of suggestions for builders. I'm sure you guys are going to have some spicy stuff for me. Maybe you can fit that one in there as well. So I'm going to make 1 Reaper and then go for the factory. Pretty much the same as last game. I don't think I really need to hide the tech lab. If I'm going to build the stuff at home, it's honestly suspicious enough. Like, I think if you're playing like this... And I mean very specifically this. So not even just a double gas, but if you're playing gas first, a double gas, mining this much gas, and not even really, you know, transitioning early at all. Any kind of response Protoss is going to do that's on 1 base, or not on 1 base, but just safe enough, I guess. Like, could be making batteries on 2 base with a bunch of stalkers or whatever. I feel like it's all gonna be good enough, to be honest. Like, they just need to know that I'm doing this. So the only thing that I could change as a mind game is just to proxy everything, because then you create the effect of, like, first they scout your base and see nothing, right? And then they later rescout, or they just realize that you tricked them and you do have stuff at home. And then they're gonna think that you're playing macro because that's how you trick them. But then you're still gonna play a 1-base drop, even from your fake proxy, right? And that's what really creates the power there, I think. So I think I'm gonna make... I'll make a reactor for later. I think I can afford it. It's maybe a little risky, but I think I can afford it. I'm gonna go ahead and scout through this Reaper. Probably should have done that a little bit earlier. That's my mistake. I was just... For some reason, I was expecting the probe to come back any moment. If I see... By the way, if you see this, if you scout this, it just looks like either a tank or a Thor is building, right? So I wonder what my opponent would think. If it like shades in a depth him or the probe comes from the bottom, dodging a Widow Mine. I wonder what the, my Protoss opponent is going to think there. I'm going to start drilling claws instantly when I can. That is walled off for the Reaper jump. Okay, that's interesting. He has a couple of adepts. Playing against adepts, multiple adepts, is a little scary. Because it can mean that the opponent's going Stargate. It's not a guarantee by any means, but it can definitely... It definitely increases the chance of a Stargate, I should say. Yeah, if I run into like a ton of Phoenixes with my Widow Mine drop, that's going to be very unpleasant. So I guess we'll have to see what we do about that. Maybe I can sneak by if I'm lucky. It's making a third gas already. Now it's even more likely that it's Stargate. Now it looks like it's a Stargate into Robo to me. It could still be anything though. Sometimes people have their own builds and stuff, right? Can I trick him? Oh, I think I tricked him. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's see. So it is a Stargate. No Robo yet though. This is a very common mistake that every time I see it, I let you guys know to not do that. And that is activating the prismatic alignment against any unit. It's actually surprising how many people don't know that it only works against armored targets. Like, I feel like people use it against everything. Reapers, Marines, Queens, like, it actually doesn't matter. But the only thing it does is it just makes the unit slower, because it doesn't actually deal more damage against the targets, but it just makes the Void Ray very slow. So it always feels a little silly. So spread the word, guys. Let everyone know that prismatic alignment only works against armored target, so you can stop making your poor Void Ray slow for no reason. Now, the Void Ray would be very good against this medevac, however, so I need to be very careful for that. I mean, Drilling Claw Widow Mines are gonna pop off here, guys. Like, he also might not have any detection at all. Look at... Okay, that was a really fast reaction. Look how fast these guys are gonna drop. He might even be surprised by it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get one really big hit, I think. Oh my god, that was a really good hit. There we go. Gonna get a sentry. All right, awesome. So that was a very good initial drop. Or I would say it was pretty good. I wouldn't even say it was very good. I would just say it's pretty good. Wait, if he's not paying attention, guys, I can split a bunch of these. I can't believe he used the force field instead of lifting it with his Phoenix. That's good. Wait, this Widow Mine... It looks like it's unburrowed, doesn't it? It looks very weird there. For some reason, it's like a little bit higher because of the plateau. And it looks like it's unburrowed. So now I'm going to go for my second starport. Since he didn't have a Robo, I thought he was going to go for a Robo, but instead he went for the Void Ray multi-gate defense. No. Did he just... I feel like something just died. It kind of sounded like it was a big unit like an Oracle, but the Oracle's still alive, which is really good for him. If he lost the Oracle there, he would have just been absolutely screwed. But that's why I was splitting the Widow Mines as well, of course, because... Revelation, it's a really good detection, but it only detects in an area with a spell. So if you just spread your Widow Mines enough, it's going to take them that much... Wait, did not realize this? It's going to take them that much more time to clean it up. I don't think he saw this one, guys. It's going to kill like 3 more. Hey, there we go. If he wasn't paying attention, I could have killed that whole stack. That was coming from the top as well, but that's sadly not going to happen. So now I think my next priority is just to get as many gases as possible on this base. Since he might actually not be here. Yeah, I wouldn't be... Yeah, exactly. He went all the way back into the main base. There we go. Oh, that's gonna hurt so bad, I think. Oh my god, no! He lost everything to that shot. Did you guys see that? I think that Widow... How many kills? 16 kills. The Widow Mine is gonna die. This bad boy here has 16 kills, guys. That is 16 probes. Or maybe even better. Maybe he was like a stalker in 50 probes or something. Oh my god, like it's actually kind of hard to speak right now for me because of the excitement. Like, that was actually a disgusting hit. That Oracle's gonna run out of energy, sadly for him. He's actually not... for some reason, I thought that was gonna be an F2 on the chase. Kind of looked like he was planning to do that, but then he kind of gave up for some reason. I feel like that would be the best idea after losing that many workers. Normally, I wouldn't be scanning this much, by the way, but scanning is just a good way to make sure you're safe when you're actually ahead. I wouldn't scan when I'm in an even game, but in this situation where I got that fat of a Widowmine hit, I think I can afford a couple scans. If I wouldn't be able to afford it, I would have to write an angry email about Protoss to Blizzard. So glad that isn't the case, because my angry email writing skills are not quite refined just yet. Maybe I should be practicing those a bit more just in case. I've said it a couple times, but I've never had to write an angry email just yet. Let's see. I could probably just absolutely obliterate this with just the Widow Mines. Here we go. I'm going to surround him with the auto turrets. The Widow Mines are going to shoot. The auto turrets are going to finish the rest, and everything is dead. And that fight was absolute art once again. 900 resources lost against 4,100. And this was a pretty promising first episode. I do think this challenge looked a little stronger than Ling Infestor. For Ling Infestor, I have so much work to do, by the way. I really do. I have to make that a lot better. I still think we can get Grandmaster with both challenges, but it's going to be very hard. But this game was awesome. The Ravens look strong. The Widow Mines look strong. My weird Drilling Claw opener into Mass Raven Widowmine push build looks strong, and we're going to have so much more to try. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next video. Adios.